promised a Florida vacation Disney trip on a budget like a month ago, so I'm delayed in getting this out. But last year I shared some tips on how we went to Disney, stayed at a Disney resort, one of the value resorts, and about that experience. This year I did things a little bit differently. On February 20th, I was just checking out Frontier's deals, which I do when I'm bored on occasion, and I saw that they had really cheap flights again to Orlando, so I booked them on a whim, and there was a pretty quick turnaround. That was February 20th, and then our trip was for March 1st through the 6th. So right away I went to the Disney website, and there was not much available, and the price was more than I wanted to spend. This was for 5 nights, and my goal is always to do a vacay less than $1,500, and I wasn't able to make that work with what I was seeing. So I did some research, checked out hotel sites for 2 or 3 days, gave myself a migraine reading about them. But research is so important because you want to know the area, you want to know what the rooms are going for. And we ended up staying at the Red Lion in Kissimmee, which was so close to the Animal Kingdom, the park that we had chosen to go to, like a 5-minute drive. And we got that for $37 a night. It ended up being just a little over $200 with fees. One thing to note, a lot of resorts off-site do charge like a $10 or up to $40 daily fee, so you want to look into that. This place charged a $10 fee for their pool, their parking, stuff like that. Other thing, if you're getting a rental, you want to make sure there is parking. So that was one of the options that I did check that I wanted to be included, was parking, because I knew I was going to need a rental car. If you want to use taxis or Lyft or Uber, you can do that. For me, I just figured out the prices of getting transported was going to exceed renting a car by quite a lot, and I wanted to have the freedom to go and do what I wanted for less price. So I then went over to Hotwire and rented my car. Got that for $24 a day. It was a nice Camry. We got that for 5 days. The rate was $24, but then of course you got to Google promo codes for Hotwire or whatever site you're looking at, and that gave me another $15 off. So I don't know if you can see this, but my week for that car was $168. So I saved quite a bit doing it through Hotwire. Our flights, I guess I kind of skipped right over that. That's where we start, right? With Frontier, it's no frills. I talked about Frontier before. It's not an airline that we can watch movies or anything like that. It's very basic, but I like it because we can fly usually my whole family for the price of one ticket through a different airline. They do not give you a free carry-on, so that's one thing. I told the kids we're taking one checked bag because I'm cheap. I want to save some money. And so we only did one suitcase this time. That was a little challenging. But each person gets their personal items. So the kids had their backpacks, and I had a super large purse. And they had to roll up some of their clothes and put them in there for that. Our total with the airfare, the taxes and fees, and our luggage round trip was $349, and that's for Evan, Ava, Isaiah, and myself. I don't know if you can see that. Everything's backwards, right? But then I was able to, and I won't include this because not everybody has this, but for me personally, I have a credit card where I get airline miles, and I just charge every bill I can onto there and pay that off monthly. But I was able to get almost half of that then taken off because I had points, airline ticket points that I was able to deduct with my credit card. So just another way to save some money. So okay, we got the tickets for the airplane. We talked about the hotel. The Red Lion is where we ended up staying, which I got through Priceline. And the car rental, that was through Hotwire. Now next, I want to tell you about Undercover Tourist. It's a cool website. Sometimes you can get discounted tickets, just a little bit, to Disney or Universal Studios. They also have package tickets for SeaWorld. This is a very reputable, reliable site. Lots of great reviews. You can get an e-ticket or mailed. I ended up buying a package deal for 3 days per person. We got tickets to SeaWorld, Worlds of Fun, and Aquatica, and that was $109 per person. That would normally be over $200 a person. So for $109 per person, we had access to those 3 parks for 3 days, which totaled $329. And then we decided that we would go to Animal Kingdom. That was our park that we chose this year. Last year we did Magic Kingdom and Epcot. And so the best deal I could find for Disney tickets was just through Disney. There's not really a lot of discounts for tickets. Those were $102 each. So that was $306. So just financially, that's kind of a breakdown on how I saved on the biggest expenses. Little things add up. So next, we will talk about that. Once we got to our hotel, we went directly to Walmart, which is also next to where we were staying, literally 2 blocks away. And we spent about $90 on groceries. We got bread, peanut butter and jelly, lots of snacks, 2 flats of water, Mountain Dew for myself, and just some things that the kids wanted to eat. When we went out, every day we packed our lunch. So we ate breakfast in our room, we packed whatever we were going to eat that day, and really adhered to that. That saved us hundreds of dollars. I know that's not ideal for everybody, but for a family that is maybe lower income and thinks that a vacation is not feasible for them, this is a family I'm talking to, because that's me. I'm definitely in the low income category, but I still want my children to have these experiences and want to let other people know you can do that as well. So maybe some of the ways that I save, you don't have to do that, but I just want to let everybody know it's definitely possible for anybody to do this. So food, that was a huge way we saved money. Now, just to kind of go through our agenda, what we did was we flew in on a Thursday, went to Walmart, kind of got settled, swam in the pool. Then on Friday, we ended up going to the Animal Kingdom. The kids had a blast. We did, safari and one of the Avatar rides, the Navi. We got both of those at rope drop somehow, so we didn't have to wait in line, which was amazing. We rode literally every single ride we wanted to. The Avatar rides are phenomenal. Isaiah and Evan and Ava loved the safari. It was like we were in Africa, literally. Like, I have videos and I will share them in the section below, where you can kind of get a preview of the safari and a couple other things that we saw while we were at Animal Kingdom. Definitely a fantastic experience. Because we were on a budget, we didn't do multi-day pack tickets. Definitely did not do ticket hopper. To me, I don't even know where the value comes in the ticket hopper, because they're so much more expensive and you definitely need a full day to spend at any of the parks. But anyways, my kids were very happy just with the day there. The next day we went to SeaWorld, and there was lots of awesome rides. My kids are roller coaster kids, so they were thrilled to go on those roller coasters, upside down, spinning around, all that stuff. And my youngest really enjoyed looking at the animals while they were doing that. We went to the dolphin and whale shows together as a family. There was a little kid section for toddlers and younger kids, which my youngest loved. A little roller coaster, merry-go-round, rides that are suitable for his size as well. So they definitely have rides accommodating for all ages, which I didn't expect. On the following day, which was Sunday, we headed to Miami. Well, past Miami, we went to Clearwater Beach, and we left early in the morning because I had read that traffic can be kind of bad over there. We had no problem. We got there in under an hour. We got to park right on the beach. First parking spot was wonderful. We spent the first half of the day there. The kids played in the sand. The water was still a little chilly because it was early March, but it wasn't terrible. And it was just beautiful. It was probably one of the highlights of our trip. We loved it. Shortly after lunch, we headed back to Miami, and we went to Worlds of Fun. There was so many rides that my teenagers, or preteen and teenager, loved. Sesame Street World was like everything my youngest adored. He got to meet Elmo and Cookie Monster, watch their shows, and there was all kinds of rides and attractions for him. My older two, again, there was roller coasters and all kinds of rides that they enjoyed, and they did not want to leave. I was exhausted and like, come on, let's go. They're like, just a little bit longer. The cool part about SeaWorld and Worlds of Fun is that if you go on the weekend, there's likely going to be a concert there. So that's included with your ticket price. When we were at SeaWorld, Alabama had a live concert, so we did go to that. And when we were at Worlds of Fun, there was a popular Latino band. I wasn't familiar with them, but we did check that out and enjoyed their music for a little while, so that was pretty cool. Then the next day, we went to Aquatica, which is back in Orlando, and that is like a water park, and my kids loved it. So much fun. Again, appropriate for all ages. Lots of different slides. There's one slide where you actually go under the water, and where you're going under the water, there's dolphins swimming. So it's pretty cool. Wasn't too busy at all at any of the parks we went the first weekend of March. The timing was fantastic. Because I felt like the lines weren't bad. The weather was ideal. I would definitely look at going this time of year again in 2019 if we go back. I think that's basically an overview. So if we add, okay, $329 was the total for the SeaWorld Worlds of Fun and Aquatica tickets, which again I got at a huge discount price through Undercover Tourists for $329. And then let's see, the $320 plus $320 for the airfare, plus $200 for the hotel, plus $160 for the car rental, $306 for Disney, $100 for groceries, and that puts us at $1,405. So that's how much we spent. I don't buy souvenirs much or any of that extra stuff. We did go out to eat a couple times at Burger King. Kids picked something off the dollar menu. They had no complaints. They were just excited to be in sunny Florida and to go on these rides and spend some time together as a family. It was a blast, and we did it for under $1,500, so you can do it too. If you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, hit the like button, and I'll try to post more videos on how you can take vacations as a family on a budget. Bye!